A lot of the elements don't make sense. You know, Macklemore and 2 Chainz pairing up, and then the beat that they're on, and then me singing the hook, and then my boy D.A on the record. You know, on paper it doesn't make sense, but when you hear it, it sounds great. And what interested me about Tommy Lee being involved is that added more not making sense. So how I got Macklemore on my Gold Rush record was I just took to Twitter, and I literally said, somebody in Seattle, get me in touch with Macklemore. And 10 minutes after I put the SOS out for Macklemore on Twitter, he personally responded and said, "What's up, homie? DM me." And so I DM'd him, and I said, "What's up?" We exchanged numbers. I hit him up, told him about the record I had, told him that my idea for the record, sent it to him. He was stoked. He loved the song, said he wanted to be a part of it, and it was that easy. And at this time, his record was like huge. You know, his thrift shop record was huge. So for him to be that humble and that willing to, you know, jump on a record, and it wasn't a hassle. I've worked with a lot of big names in the industry, and it was the easiest, fastest turnaround on any project I've ever worked on. Macklemore's an incredible guy, man. Originally, I had another rapper on the song, and that didn't work out, so I reached out to 2 Chainz, and I said, listen, I have this record that's not a typical record that you would hear 2 Chainz on, but I'd love for you to be on. I think that you would want to do a record that's different like this. Told him about Macklemore, and, you know, we were hanging out a couple months earlier, me and 2 Chainz, and we were talking about him being a part of my album. So I sent him the record. He said he liked it, and he had it back to me in, I think, 3 or 4 days. How Tommy Lee got involved with the Gold Rush video is I seen a tweet by him that said something like, "This song is badass," and just put a link. I clicked that link, and it was my record. So I was like, that's sick. Tommy Lee likes my song. So I had met Tommy Lee years before, so I had reached out to him hoping that his number was the same, and it was. I reached out to him and I said, "Hey, I'm glad you like my song. Thanks for the tweet." And then he's like, "Yeah, it's rad." And so he said send it to him, and I sent him a couple versions of it. And then when we started coming up with the video treatment, I had an idea of having him in the video, since he liked the record so much, playing the drums during my performance part. I talked to him on the phone, asked him if he'd like to do it, and he said he'd love to. So I was pretty pumped to have the legend Tommy Lee in my video. And then Tyrese, you know, actor, singer from Transformers, Fast and Furious. Tyrese, I happened to be staying at Tyrese's house that week. So when I was at Tommy's, I was like, man, just come over to Tommy Lee's house and jump in my video real quick. So him and Brandy came by, and that's how he got in the video. We shot the Gold Rush video, some parts in Las Vegas, and some parts in Los Angeles, and some parts in Tommy Lee's garage. So the scene where Tommy Lee's playing the drums, we literally took everything out of his garage, and we put a whole white background, set up his drums, and we did it in his garage. A memorable moment from the video shoot for Gold Rush is at the end of the video shoot, there was no car service set up for my good friend Macklemore. So the red Eldorado that we have in the video, I said, dude, why don't I just drive you back in the red Eldorado? We can drive down the strip and hang out. So that's what we did. We took the red Eldorado and we just drove down the strip and had the top down, let our hair blow in the wind, and enjoyed a wrap of the Gold Rush video. We rented the red Eldorado.